Hello, thanks for watching. Elise makes a bunch of videos. Today we are going to be talking about another one of my blog posts, one of my quote of the days. Actually isn't even posted yet, but by the time I post this video there probably will be, so I'm sure there'll be a link to the description in the description to the blog post. Um, the quote for this quote of the day is from Robert Schuller, and the quote, it's a pretty long one. It goes, never cut a tree down in wintertime, never make a negative decision in the low time, never make your most important decisions when you're in your worst moods. Wait, be patient, the storm will pass, the spring will come. So I have a bunch of quotes that I've been writing about that have to do with patience. As I mentioned in another few videos, I'm not super great with patience. It's something that I work on. Although I think with me, I am really quite experienced at practicing patience in a lot of ways. I think it's just more about sort of my sort of annoyance and frustrations when I am actually waiting for something. But I do in the end obviously wait it out most. So like the actual patience is there, but it's just more about sort of ideal practices of like mindset while I'm waiting for things and realizing that it's okay, that it's not going to be immediate. But again, it's something that I continue to work on. With this quote here, it's really talking about like major life decisions. And I think it's really important. It's one of those things where it's like if you have a really big decision to make, people are always like, oh, well, sleep on it. And it doesn't really have to do with you needing a certain amount of time to make the decision. It's more about mindset. So if you are really stressed out and you have to make this big life decision, like maybe you're in a relationship and you're thinking maybe it's the end. If it's like serious, then you're thinking like a divorce. That's a really big decision. Don't want to make that one when you're super angry, upset. Um, because it's just sort of like a hard thing to take back at that point. So yeah, I think it's really good advice to just sort of take a breath and sort of either sleep on it or do something to your mindset to get yourself back from being in a sort of panic, stressed out state before you make any major decisions in your life, whether it's like leaving your job, leaving person that you're with, starting a new job, starting a new relationship, like moving forward with moving your where you're living, all these kinds of things. Yeah, it's just really important to have like the correct mindset. I think Tony Robbins talks a lot about that, like priming yourself, and there's ways that you can do it very quickly, so you don't necessarily need like a full day. Um, And sometimes, like for me, when I'm not really sure about something, I find it's really helpful to talk it out with other people. So it's not like I'm looking for them to tell me what to do, but it's one of those things where it's like you have this question, and then as soon as you say it out loud, you already know the answer. Like most of the time, you already know what you're supposed to do, but just like talking to another person about it, like hearing yourself what you're saying. If you're speaking with someone who's hopefully helpful at listening, then they will usually just repeat back like what you're saying, and then you can kind of be like, oh yeah, that actually is that's what I want, but I'm just like not ready to admit that yet. So yeah, I think it's just really important if you have big decisions. Um, Obviously go with your instinct, but if you're in a bad place and you just want to go with the easiest decision, uh, it's it seems like a quick solution, but in the end, if it's not what you actually want and it's just the easy way out, then maybe it's not ideal. Sometimes you have to put the work in to make your life slightly better. Yeah, so that's the quote. Another one about patience there, and I'll have a few more coming up. That's sort of my theme for the next few blog posts. So check that out. Comment, like, share, subscribe to my channel. make a comment on my blog page if you want, if you have other quotes that inspire you or that are motivational to you. And yeah, I always appreciate your feedback. As always, you have yourself a great day and lots of peace and love for y'all. Double peace.